Hey Terrasphere, it's Holly back with a second video of the day. Well, it's slow and rainy, so I decided that it's probably a good time to get some reviews out of the way. Well, not out of the way, but to catch up on them. Summertime is about to hit my area, and you might see me make a few less videos just because my hours extend. We go from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. and it gets a little ridiculous, and that's 7 days a week. So I just figured might as well do some reviews while I can, catch up with some, unboxings. Well, not unboxings, but like first impressions of my collection. So today we are going to cover the Extraordinary Oracle. And this is a great little deck. I don't think that they're going to be reprinting it, so if you want one, you need to like jump on this train. It's almost gone. They are doing a second deck though, so I wonder if it's going to be an expansion, which would just be fabulous. So this little deck, so it's another indie deck. It's an Oracle deck. I think it's about 40 some odd cards long. This is the little logo for them. I follow them on Instagram. They're actually super fun to follow. They're just super cute. And it says here it's a divination deck featuring ordinary objects that transform the mundane into magic. So it comes in this cute little cotton drawstring bag. It's actually pretty decent for a drawstring bag. Like, the strings are nice and thick and solid. It's been hand stamped with their logo. So you don't get a tuck box or anything with it. You just get the little thing. And then on the inside, you get this little, oh my goodness, dropping everything all over the place. You get a little thank you. It says, "You're extraordinary. Show us how you're turning the mundane into magic." Post a photo of your deck with the hashtag Extraordinary Oracle and tag us for the chance to win a prize. So that's kind of fun. Definitely, show photos of the deck. It deserves to be kind of spread around. I will say it was a little expensive, but they didn't charge for shipping, so that kind of helped to offset the cost of the deck. And it's absolutely 100% luxurious. So you'll see that the first thing that I noticed was this cute little booklet that comes with the deck, and it's hand sewn with some purple thread, so that's really kind of cool. And it's just, let's see. I don't think there are any spreads in here. Nope, it's a little bit about the deck. And it's, so you get like a little paragraph for each one. It describes like what exactly is pictured and how to use it in a reading, things it could mean. But the deck is meant to be read mostly intuitively. And then it's got like an end page, end credits, and like where to find them online. So this is, I do like with Oracle decks, I've said it before, I'll say it again, I do like the decks that kind of leave a little more to the imagination. It's like, good, awesome, they told us a little bit about the image on the card, and then they gave some keywords, and then like the rest is up to you to figure out exactly what it means. They do not include spreads, but I recommend using up to a 6-card spread because there are only 40 some, I think it's 40 cards total. I don't remember exactly, and I didn't look it up before I started making the video, but I wouldn't do any more than like a 40-card spread. So this is the back of the deck. I've had a bunch of people ask me. I've posted a few photos of it on Instagram, and I had a bunch of people be like, "Oh my god, what's that deck?" Because look how amazing this back is. And it feels like watercolor paper. I believe this is linen cardstock. This is the cardstock people talk about all the time. To me, it feels like watercolor paper, but it is absolutely luxurious. It's not matte. I don't think the cards are varnished. I could be wrong, but we'll do a quick little flip through. We've got luggage, a bathroom, some lights, just some light bulbs. Hanging light bulbs. This one is costume jewelry. Some of the stuff you do have to look up. A recycling bin. An old sweater. Comfy sweater. Mason jar full of ice water. Change. What's wrong with the way things are? A lightning bolt. This one is a cauldron on the fire. I don't know the exact name for this. Moon phases, TV dinner. I love this card. You've got, yeah, I think this is card 40. I think there are 40 cards in here. I'm just gonna skip ahead to the last page of the book. Yep, 40 cards. So TV dinner, this is actually the last, this is the last card in the deck. And you've got salt shaker, a broom, glasses, and like stuff falling out of a purse, like junk in your purse. If you're a lady, you're very familiar. If you're a dude that's ever had to look for anything in a lady's purse, you're very familiar. You've got travel. I think that this to me reads like travel. I'm not sure of the exact name of the card, but this is like going somewhere, maybe road trip. Let's see. Keys, car keys, house keys, candelabra, bumblebee. I love this card. This is one of the cards that made me be like, ooh, okay, I'll buy it. Spilled wine, just a bedroom. I believe this one is lipstick, but it's also like where you keep your makeup, like a, maybe not a junk drawer, but like a nightstand somewhere, like a vanity. Mirror. Hanging pictures. A to-do list. Pens. Letters. Oh, is that one? I got that one upside down. Letters. Mail, snail mail. Coffee cup. An old-timey radio. A terrarium. These are all the rage lately, terrariums. I don't get it. I have a hard enough time taking care of a real garden. I don't know what I would do with a mini garden in a jar. I feel like I would just wind up killing it. A telescope. An ID. This one is supposed to be souvenir because this is a magnet that you stick on your fridge from your travels. A human heart. I'm not exactly familiar. I'm gonna look that one up actually. So that would be 16. A blanket. Okay. All right, because you wrap your heart in a blanket. Feel that you are loved with a thankful heart. I like this one. Talk is cheap. It's a telephone, and that person is on a glove. This is a good one. Actually, this is like one of the only ones with verbiage on it. And it's so starkly different from the rest of the images. I'm surprised this one hasn't jumped out at me before yet, but this is a really interesting card. And then you've got the prescription bottle. You've got a journal. This one has come up in readings before. This one is a sparkler or a firework. A deconstructed cupcake. I find the older that I get, the less I care for the frosting and the more important the actual cake part is. Does that make sense? That's weird. As a child, I just ate frosting and like could care less about the cake, but now I really care a lot about the cake. Weird. And then dice in a rear view mirror. So those are all the cards. I just figured it would be fun to do like a quick little flip through. But super cute. The artwork is just very unique. It's the first time I feel I've really run across something in this kind of style. Oh, also, I got this adorable little print too when you order. I haven't even taken it out of the wrapper yet, but how cute is that? I mean, if I was gonna ride on a broomstick, I'd probably do it in my gym jams too. Like, she looks super comfy up there. Look at her hair in the messy hair bun. We've all been there. No judgment. Okay, so we'll do a quick little reading. Oh, it shuffles really nicely, by the way. I would be, these are like regular tarot card size. The whole deck fits super nice in your hand. I would be very careful with these. Not careful, but like keep them away from water and open coffee and whatnot. You don't want to spill anything on them. I wouldn't like take them to a restaurant and put them down on the table while you're eating a burrito, like that kind of a thing. I actually do have decks for that. Decks that I don't care about getting messed up, like a regular Rider-Waite. I use my regular Rider-Smith, the one that comes in the yellow box with the plaid back, just because I don't care what happens to it. And I also use my Wild Unknown, not that I don't care what happens to it, but I could easily get another deck if I needed to. And the cardstock is a little more hefty, like it'll tolerate a lot more. So it shuffles and bridges really well. But again, just, I don't know, it feels like the ink is sitting on top of this watercolor paper. I need to figure out what kind of cardstock this is and exactly how durable it would be, because I mean, like, it's super, it feels really nice to shuffle. Oh, that one just popped out. It feels really nice to shuffle. You can do hand over hand very easy. They slide against each other, but they do it without being glossy. And I just want to make sure that however I use it, I don't want to chip off the ink, just because, like I said, I don't think they're going to reprint this one. They've flat out said, like, they have no idea yet, but they're making a second deck. So I am guessing they are going to lean more towards, like, nah, we're not going to do this one again. So we'll do the one that popped out, and we'll do a second card we'll add to it. How does that sound? All right, I'm just going to cut the deck, and this is the one. Okay, so we have the moon and we have letter. And then letter says, an unexpected message, news, putting a personal touch into your interactions, satisfaction of doing something the old-fashioned way, an authentic memo from the heart, be receptive to those who are trying to communicate with you, and be willing yourself to communicate. So as you can see, there are a few messages to go along with each card. I wouldn't say all of those are in this card. You would pick and choose the one that fits best. And then we also have the moon card, and again, same thing. There are a few different meanings here for this card. It says cycle and progression, following the path to completion, all things wax and wane, identify where you are in your cycle and what purposes they serve, what should be nurtured, what cycles should be shed, keep your promises and see it through. So for this reading, I would say that there is, I think this is about following through with something. I think this is about figuring out what exactly it is that you need to follow through on, where you are in the stages of said project, and then also putting in the time to appreciate yourself and where you are in that project and the people that have helped you, but also doing things the old-fashioned way. Whatever journey it is that you're on, or whatever project you are undertaking, there are no shortcuts. You can't text, you can't send an email, you can't post a Facebook post. Like, you have to get in there and you have to, like, actually sit down with some old-timey tools, and you have to, like, do things by hand and, like, do it yourself. And it might take you a little bit longer, but the end result will be appreciated more. So again, figure out and plan out exactly what it is you're doing, and don't take any shortcuts, and appreciate the fact that you're on this, like, you're doing this fabulous thing by hand. So that is what I would say this reading is about. And yeah, so that is the Extraordinary Oracle. Like I said, it's a great little deck. I'm of course going to put the link in the doobly-doo. If you have any questions about it, as always, feel free to post them in the comment section. And yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit with another review, I think. Thank you so much, and have a wonderful afternoon.